Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And I got a bonus video for you guys today because this was sent to me. Got a phone call from my friend in Australia that sent me this story. And this is insane. So finally, guys, you have a bank that's getting rid of cash altogether. And before I get into it, please take a second. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Join our email list. But man, oh man, let's get into this. Now, first things first. We've heard about digital banking and the promises of digital banking, how it's going to be the greatest thing that ever happened to each and every one of us. But Maguire Bank is going to do something about that. They are definitely eliminating all cash transactions. They are a $250 billion bank, and as of January 2024, getting rid of cash transactions. Huh? Well, what are we going to do? Okay, well, no more cash, guys. All digital. Well, wait a second. I can't write checks. Nope. Between January and November of 2024, they're going to phase out every aspect of this within the company, and you will not even be able to write a physical check to someone. Okay, well, how do I pay the landscape guy? How do I pay the guy that washes my car if he doesn't take credit cards? Well, you don't. You don't hire that guy. So think about this. No more cash deposits in the location. So again, well, what are you going to do with the bank branches? Because they're just going to be clearinghouses. They're going to be nothing. They're not going to be businesses that are going to take take cash transactions. It is trash, by the way. But this is where it gets crazy because you're not going to be able to make deposits. You're only going to be able to take up to $2,000 a day out of the ATM. Well, who gets to take $2,000 a day out of the ATM? So grandma has to learn how to use the ATM. She can't go cash a check. She can't go get cash for her grandson's birthday card. You have to do this through the bank. And it's a much safer way to pay, Dan. It's better. You're going to have digital payments and digital programs. So anything that you've done with online banking, paying bills through the phone. In Australia, they still have that, which is a very cool system. Hey, would you like to pay, pay this vendor, pay that vendor? Nope, done, finished. Can't do that anymore. And again, what is Maguire Bank going to do? They're just going to be a digital clearinghouse. Now they said, listen, please understand this, that ANZ Bank and Commonwealth Bank are going to have the same features as this. Man, oh man, guys, have you heard this? So, we're the first, we're going to innovate. No, this is the sign of the times, guys, because what they're going to do is they're going to digitalize our lives in such a way that they're going to keep track of everything. And you'll love this. If you have a pension or a retirement program, you're going to have to find a new bank to deal with. So you can't make deposits into your, their version of a 401k or anything like that. You can't have that anymore. Well, that's really comforting. What do I do with the money that you guys are holding that I've had for 16 years? You have to move it. So the problem with this, and I've had people that absolutely come kicking and screaming when I say this, the idea of the freedom of you buying things. Now, the guy I had breakfast with yesterday, this guy teaches people safety protocols with different items, that you wear on your waist and things like that. Really sharp guy, really knows his stuff. What are you going to do with a guy like that? Oh, what do you sell? What do you do? Train people for that? Whoa. Click. Not anymore. Okay? No cash, guys. No cash. So the first of many, you will see this. This will be an innovative idea with everybody just to get you to that digital age. And the problem with this is not getting you anywhere but other than eliminating your freedoms and eliminating what you can purchase, what you can buy, who you buy it from, everything. But do you ever have a client pay in cash? Yeah, of course, Dan. Of course we have. Well, guess what? Can't deposit the cash anymore. Well, what do I do with it? If I go to you, I get paid 4,000 Australian dollars and I need to put it in my bank. Well, not here, We don't take cash transactions anymore. Crazy. guys. But what's going to happen is they're going to eliminate this. Now, Christine Lagarde, you know, Lagarde, as Greg Manarito calls her, the Gargoyle, she was talking about in France how, listen, if you do transactions over 1,000 euros, why? Why are you doing that? You're clearly laundering money. Oh, okay, okay, crazy. So, you know, the babysitter, the house cleaner, people that do odd jobs for you, people that watch my dog, okay? Hey, here's some cash. Have a nice day, okay? No. Hey, do you have a credit card machine that I could swipe my card with? Huh? What's that, Dan? Got to think of a better way for me to pay you because, you know, cash is gone. Cash is extinct right now. So, share your thoughts on this stuff, guys, because this is crazy and you're gonna see more of this. But McGuire Bank, if you guys bank there, run. Do not bank there. I would get out of there as quick as I could for that reason. But the problem, Australia's lost their mind lately with a lot of things. And this is another one right now. We're innovative, okay? We're innovative. Don't ever forget that. So let me know what you think about this. Share your thoughts. Really curious. Every week, when things happen in the media and you get stories like this with the banks cutting, you know, cash and lines of credit and things like that, I get a lot of emails from this, from around the world. And, you know, the beginning of summer, we had an issue where banks were cutting credit lines for people, and it's happening again. I found a great article for you, Capital One and Discover, what they're doing, and they've made an announcement. They're not going to have the exposure. You're not going to owe Capital One and Discover any money. It's just not going to happen. So they're going to cut your lines of credit off. What they're going to do is they're going to look at people with round figures like $1,000, and they're going to say, okay, Dan uses $100 a month with us, so we'll just cut him down to $100, and he'll lose 90% of his credit. They're doing this to so many people. Now, it's limiting their risk is what their thinking is, but I have told you guys this. If you have a credit card, go use it right now. Go pay for parking. Go do something so you get this. Now, I just did this with all mine. So, you know, $5 charge here, $9 charge here, you know, the beach, things like that I do just so that the lines are used so they're active accounts. And starts the cycle, wait for the bill, don't just pay it online, have the bill show up, then pay it, because the odds of them cutting the credit line are lessened. And they even admitted that. If the account's inactive, we've cut the inactive time down from what used to be a year, year and a half, down to 3 and 4 months. So use the credit cards. I used to say use them every 6 months, cut it down to at least 3 months right now, guys. Do this. Now, if your credit line is cut, you can call the bank and you can try to plead with them and explain your situation and see if they'll fix it. A lot of them are not doing that right now, but they just don't want the exposure right now. They don't want that to, you know, they don't want that problem. Here's the thing, credit cards, a year ago, 19.76%. Now they're well over 24% on an average, but a lot of people have credit cards that are, you know, over 30% interest right now, which is outrageous. But the point is, do you want to have a credit card? You're going to pay it. Pay it off every month, but that's what you're going to pay right now. So they're not going to be stung. The one that's getting hurt the most right now, Capital One and Discover, and they're eliminating that threat right now, to say the least. So you can always go to a secondary credit card company to do that, but don't do it if you can avoid it, because it is incredibly expensive if you do that. So share your thoughts on this stuff so far. Let me know what you think, and you're going to see this happen more and more and more. Now, the final part of this is ATM withdrawal limits. I have people write me on a weekly basis that are getting their ATM withdrawal limits stripped down to nothing. People that could go out and get $5,000 out of an ATM now have $500. You have to go check this, because in a cashless world, if the only way you can get cash is through the ATM, you know, the guy I met for breakfast yesterday, it was funny. He's like, I tried to use the ATM and they had no 20s in the ATM. $50 only. So he had to take out money in $50 increments out of the ATM only. And I was like, wow, that's pretty wild. But you need to go check this. I've done this. And you need to have more than you need. So, like, think about it. How much money would you go take out in an emergency? $500, $800? Ask for 1,000. If it's 1,000, ask for 1,500. You need to have it higher than what you would normally use. It's really important, because McGuire Bank is the beginning of this. That's the beginning of ANZ and Commonwealth. It's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen. Now, the final story is from Dave Ramsey, Ramsey Solutions. It's a great article about what a cashless society looks like. Don't we have a cashless society right now, Dave? No, we don't. Because the problem with it, with lending right now, when you look at auto lending, and so many of these banks cannot lend money right now because they don't have it, even at a very high interest rate. What happens if the banks, central banks, tell your bank they don't like the general clientele, and they want to cut off lending or cut off access to funds? What are you going to do? Because your funds come through the bank that you're registered with, B of A, Wells Fargo, Union Bank, or they're gone, but whoever, okay? McGuire, the point is that eventually it's going to be a problem. So protect yourself. Have multiple banks, guys. Have multiple banks. That's what I've told so many people to do. It's worked so well, and the people that have done it have just slept better at night. Everybody has slept better at night. So don't forget to hit the like button. Just want to do something quick, but this is it, guys. This is going to happen more and more. You're going to see this get completely eliminated, and you're going to have a cashless world that they're going to dictate what we're going to do. So hit the like button, subscribe, join the email list, and I will see you guys very soon. Okay?